Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. And we're gonna continue on the array on LeetCode problems. So what we have right here is number 27, remove elements. So it's very similar to 26, which was remove duplicates. And I'll explain why it's very similar just as I'm going down, as I'm like going through with it, So let's read the problems. Given an integer array, nums, and an integer val, remove all occurrences of val in nums in place. The order of the element may be changed, then return the number of elements in num which are not equal to val. So let's state our goal. So the goal of this code is to basically remove all occurrences of a specific value, or val basically, from an array nums, and then return the new length of the array after removing that value, or val basically. We're going to keep this goal here for now. Let's first initialize the index, and we'll start with index equals 0. And that basically will track where to place that next element that isn't equal to value. Okay? So int index equals 0. Next, we'll basically make a for loop, and it's going to loop through each element in the array. So int I equals 0. I is less than nums dot length, and I plus plus. Oops. There we go. Our next step is we're gonna match, basically. So we're gonna make an if statement, if statement, and if the current element is not equal to the value or val, we'll move the element to the index position. Okay. So if statement nums I is not equal to value, then nums index, which is 0, will become the new place for num I, like that, and then index plus plus, and then finally return index, basically. Now let's put the comment to make sure everyone understands. So this will basically keep track of where to place the next val element. This right here, loop through each element in the array. So this is the if statement. If current value or current element, is not equal to val, then we move the current element to the index position, like that, and then we increase. Index. Finally, the index will be, that has to be a comment. Index will be the length of the new array without the value. Let's see, comment looks good. Alright, so let's take the number, the example 3223, with the value of 3. So this val, we're going to basically remove it, right? Remove all occurrence of 3. So start off with index 0. That's the start at the first position, and then we'll start looping through the array, okay? So index 0, let's put the goal down here a little bit. Index 0, I equals 0. I equals 0. That number is 3. Start out here. Well, I should probably do this. Nums I equals 3. Interesting. Ignore that notification if you guys hear it. I might just mute myself actually. There we go. Okay, so since it's 3, that means the if statement is false, so we skip. After skipping, we go to I++, which basically is I equals 1. And this one is num1. Let's put 0 actually. So num1 equals 2. And you know, this means that the if statement is true. 2 is not equals to the value of 3 that we're looking for. And what's going to happen is we move this 2 to nums 0. The reason why 0 is because of this. Index is still 0. Okay? Now after that is done, index becomes 1 because of I++. Well, sorry, not I++, index ++. So this becomes 1. Index 1. Now we continue with the I. I equals 2 now. And nums 2 is also 2. And with that, we're going to move this 2 to nums 1. Because this 1 is from index 1. Okay? Now that we finished, again, index becomes 2 now. Because of index ++. Now we go to the third step, the next step, which is I equals 3. I equals 3, nums 3 equals 3. This one's also skipped because the if statement is false. So we basically do nothing about it when we just skip. Now that the array is done, we return index, which is 2. And basically the new array just looks like this. And that is it. So we've completed our goal, and I think I've explained it pretty well. Now we'll talk about, actually let's first run it, see if it's correct, see if there's any mistake. And it's got accepted. Okay, good. And let me just submit it real quick as well. Yes, perfect. Okay, now we'll quickly talk about time complexity and space complexity. All right, so time should be O of n again, like the removing element one. Removing duplicates one, because all we do is we just loop through the array once by checking all the numbers. And then space should just be O of 1, because all we do is modify the array in place without giving extra space. So it's that. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.